Good afternoon, everyone. Today we are going to discuss about the technological leadership and followership. Uh, in this lecture, we will discuss about the technological leadership, advantage of technological leadership, disadvantage of technological leadership, technology followership, understanding the types of followers, which are uh, five categories, which are divided in five categories: survivor, sheep, yes people, alienated, followers. And in the last, we will discuss about the effective followers. So to start with, what is technological leadership? In the previous lecture and in the previous video, we discussed about the technology, innovation, and natural environment. What is the need of technology, what is innovation, and what was the natural environment? Why do we need the technology? Today we are going to discuss about the technology leadership. Technological leadership is where a firm seeks to be the first to introduce a technological change in the industry. Technological followership is where a firm seeks not to be the first to acquire an innovative idea or to innovate an idea. Technology is the tangible process of converting an input to an output. Technological leadership can be of importance since it acquires the identity and attention of being the innovative company. Thus, it may get many returns due to the advantage of being the first to market. You can here take the example of Reliance. Reliance came up with the WLL system uh, of mobile. He was the first to introduce the WLL system in the market and came up with a punchline, "Kar lo duniya muthi mein." He started with that tagline and acquired the whole market in a very short span of time. In the current scenario, although there were many firms available in the market in telecom sector, still Reliance Jio came in, entered in the market and take the technological leadership in the market. He came with 4G spectrum, 4G speed. He entered in the market and with his strategic decisions, he acquired the 80% market and today he is the leader in the market. This is called the technological leadership. In this way, technological followers, I'm now coming technological followers. Who are the technological followers? When Reliance Communication entered in the market, others were the technological followers. Still, you can take the government example, government sector example, BSNL. BSNL is still, although he has the capacity to become the technological leadership in the market, but still they are, except having the capacity of being the technological leadership, they are the followers in the market because of some strategical decision or decisions which they should take but they are not taking in the market. In this way, technological followers may be of importance since the technological followers are going to avoid falling into mistakes done by the technological leaders. When you will enter in the market, you will be the technological. Certainly, there are going to be some mistakes. Some decisions may be good, some decisions may be wrong, but after all, if you are going to be a leader in the market, certainly you have to bear that pros and cons also. Thus, being able to establish a low cost position, they also learn from the technological leaders. Thus, they are able to imitate their strengths and avoid their weakness. Technology leaders also occupy high night and act as a barrier to other entries interested in the innovation. As I have told you, the BSNL may be have the capacity and maybe a technological leader is still afraid of being the pros and cons of the technological leadership and of the uh, cost, high cost. They are not taking the initiative. They are just the follower. And now, when the world is moving towards 5G, they are still working on the 4G and 3G. Now, now, uh, what are the advantages of technology leadership? First mover advantage. If you enter in the market first, as I told, the technological leadership, Reliance Communication, he entered in the market with a new technology, WLL. Although this technology was so everyone is getting. I hope the connection was lost.
Yes, sir. अब आ गया है.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, okay,
Yes, sir.
okay, okay, okay. So there is a first mover advantage, as I have discussed. As I have discussed, there is a first mover advantage. Little or no competition, greater efficiency, higher profit margins, sustainable advantage, reputation for innovation, establishment of entry barriers for competitors, occupying a best market niche, opportunity to learn. As I told you, the advantage of entering in the market with new technology, Reliance Jio, they were having the opportunity to learn how the market behaves. So initially they came up in the market with 4G technology, and they, on the trial and error basis, they uh, uh, examined the market for many months. They gave the advantage of free uh, call, free cost advantage to the consumers, and the advantage was ultimately when they examined the whole market and they came to know the pros and cons, removing all those barriers, they were capable to acquire the whole market, maximum portion of the market in the telecom sector. And what is the disadvantage of technology leadership? There may be a greater risk, although there was a chance of failure also. When a computer came in the market in the regime of Rajiv Gandhi, there was many persons, many organizations who were opposing that technology. When you come up with some innovations, there is always a chance of failure. There is always a higher risk, because the nature of venture capital is always a heavy risk. Cost of technology development also, although that everyone takes the benefit of technology, but who is the leader have always bear to the cost of technology development. As you can take the example of uh, the whole world, everyone is facing the coronavirus pandemic, but some people, some organizations, and only a few countries are searching for the antidotes. So after all, the benefit will go to everyone, for the whole world, but the cost of development will be suffered by only few countries or few organizations. Cost of market development and customer education is always, as you know, I have discussed, infrastructure cost is always bear by the technology leadership. Cost of learning and eliminating defects is learned by learning by doing. Possible cannibalization of existing product. You can take here the example again of the Reliance Jio. When he entered in the market, there were so many firms available in the telecommunication sector, but still they have to fight. They have to make their strategy according to the market, and they have to make their own place in the market. Now, technology followership. Not all firms are equally prepared to be technology leaders, nor would leadership benefit each firm equally. Whether a firm chooses to be a technology leader or a follower depends on how the firm positions itself to compete. The benefits gained through the use of a technology and the characteristics of the firm. In this way, technology lead followership also can be used to support both low cost and differentiation strategies. Please, everyone mute the mic their side. The followers firm can learn from the experiences of the leaders firm and can avoid the cost and risk associated with the technological leadership, thereby helping to establish a low cost position. Followership can also support differentiation. The followers can learn from the leader and can adapt the products to more closely fit buyers' needs. Now, understanding the types of followers. There are two types or two categories of followers: active followers and passive followers. There may be active versus passive followers. You can put the Vodafone in active followers, Airtel in active followers, but BSNL is a passive follower. Independent critical thinking versus dependent critical thinking, who adopt the technology according to their examination and after their thinking. Now, categories of followers. As I have told in initial slide and in the beginning of the lecture, there are 5 categories of followers. Number 1 is survivors. Right in the middle of the scale, these people are adopt at surviving change. They are able to adapt and conform to the situations around them, whether this means stepping up to take on an important task or quietly staying in the background. Sheeps. These are passive people who don't think critically and do not have a strong sense of responsibility. Although the technology may be available in the market, everyone is following in the market the technological leadership, but the sheeps are always in passive mode and they are not bothered of their upgradation of the technological leadership. As I have already told you, BSNL is the best example in this category. Yes people are those who will really act when told what to do, but depend heavily on leaders for guidance. They don't tend to be proactive. Means they never want to become the leader, but they are always ready to follow whatever is happening in the market. Yes man, you can say them the yes man. Alienated followers. These are independent critical thinkers who are not proactive in their roles. They can effectively carry out their roles, but there is often an undertone of dissatisfaction that prevents them from fully embracing their work and contributing to their fullest potential. They always try to contribute according to their potential, but since they are always having a critical view on each and everything and each technology and each thing whatever is new coming in the market, therefore they are always sufferer. Still they follow the new technology whatever is coming in the market. Now, effective followers. These are independent critical thinkers who follow through enthusiastically. Effective followers can succeed without leadership, but respond to it well, making them ideal independent employees who also work well in time. These are called the effective followers. Although they are not the leaders, but they are, with the changing of the time, they always try to follow whatever is happening in the market. Now, developing effective followers. How effective followers can be developed? There are some points. These are independent critical thinkers. So, an organization with effective followers often performs well because employees are driven self-starters who are motivated to support organizational goals and have the critical thinking skills to do. To develop effective followers, an organization must have understand leader and follower roles, teach followership skills, include followership in the performance evaluations, and create a structure that supports followership. Now we will discuss one by one. Number one, understand leader and follower roles. This is to recognize that leaders need followers to carry out organizational initiatives and ensure that leaders understand that the role of a follower is just as important as their own. These roles can be conveyed through training and modeling behavior when leaders are acting in the role of followers. Teach followership skills. Although in my view, the followership skills cannot be taught, but theoretically, something can be learned uh, from the leaders' behavior and leaders' uh, way of working in the market. Don't assume that people inherently know how to effectively follow. Teach them the necessary skills as an accountability, self-management, and analytical thinking. This type of training can be done through coaching, mentoring, and experience learning. Third is include followership in performance evaluation. Employees need feedback to improve their followership skills, and evaluating these skills during performance reviews highlights the importance of the role. Most reviews focus on leadership, but if you also shine a spotlight on followership, this will prompt employees to think about how they can also improve as a follower. Great structure that supports followership. You always need a structural change whenever you want to follow any technological leadership because your employees are not trained as the host technological leadership. Whosoever is leading in the market, they are well trained, their employees are well trained, their workers are well trained. So, first of all, if you are a follower of any technology, you have to make a base, a structure by which you can create the leadership. In this, we can talk when creating teams, think about how you can incorporate the concept of followership. This might include creating small committees with no clear leader, rotating leadership position on a team, delegating tasks to lower level employees, or rewarding followers who take on an active role in a project and are vital to its success. So, in this way, today we have talked about the effective followership and leadership. This was the whole which we were talking about. In the next chapter, we will talk about the technological importance in the globalization and what are the use of technology in the present market scenario. This was the end of the lecture. Thank you very much.